Carter.
Might not make my shift. Black man just got killed. White man get no shits. So why give a fuck about his? White man fuck your kids. Might just double your kids. It ain't have to end like this. I guess it is what it is. You know I had to pop my shit. I ain't have a pops like his. Now the kids pop my disc. They didn't wanna drop my shit. Man, I went pop like shit. Then I went to pop like shit. Doing this shit is no biggie. I guess it is what it is. It just might not clock in. Song just went top 10. Aisha starred in a movie. Sydney directed the film.
Queen.
Queen.
What is this bop? This conscious bop playing in the living room.
Oh, this conscious bop here that mentions our names. This is Make My Shift by our brother, friend of the show, friend in real life. We was here first. Ex Brody.
Indeed. It's a as I was saying before we started our pod, over the 2-hour long conversation we've already had. Like it's a bop. Like I like to dance, but it's also like, but it's conscious. You know what I mean? Like I feel like dancing because of the beat, but you can't dance because of the material.
Yes, I like the beat.
I like the beat. You know, I love, oh my God, finally somebody, well, actually, not somebody, finally you, because I do have 2 friends that already watch Housewives. You will finally understand my Housewife references now, because come on, Sheree, come through spring, summer, September.
Yeah, because you know what? I ain't about to be on here lying. I like the beat. That was not shade. I really do like this. Okay, let me stop because this is not working out. But no, come on, crying. Song with our names mentioned. That's right, Aisha in the movie, Sid directing films.
Yeah, it's very dope. It's a dream, and that was, I think, my favorite part about Brianna Had a Dream too. That was.
Yeah, so we just talked. So y'all, we got on the phone to record this podcast and talk for 2 hours before we even started filming. So before that, we discussed. God damn it, I just had a brain fart. What did you do to me in these 2 hours?
I was sucking up your IQ, feeding off your brain.
Okay,
Why did you give me an excuse to say that? Oh my God. I don't know. I'm so happy now.
I don't know.
If anybody knows that movie reference, I will give you $5.
No, listen, y'all, I am literally, this podcast is going to be chaos because I am full of delusion and insomnia. I'm so freaking tired. My body is literally going to shut down because I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. I've been working nonstop and I just drank coffee. So my brain is probably going to keep going, but my body's going to die.
Yeah, and I'm grinning like a chess cat because I just got to finally use that movie reference on the podcast. Yeah, boy. But
okay,
also we should be worried about Aisha's health.
Let me get it out. Let me get it out because I finally remembered. Okay. So the song, hello, here we are, full circle here.
Absolutely.
So Ex Brody's song, Make My Shift. So we kind of talked about this beforehand about basically how we are, we see the things happening in life. We see the murders and the things in full HD on the internets every day. And then we're just expected to go to work and work with crazy people. Like ain't nothing happen. And like, it is not terrifying to be black and go to a grocery store, to be black and play loud music or drive a car fast or be a DoorDasher or literally any fucking thing. And we're just expected to go to work like normal, make our shift and make somebody else money and fulfill somebody else's dream by working for them, right? And don't even have the time to fulfill our own, while also dealing with the stressors and the microaggressions of working with human beings who don't understand black plight.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that he was able to create art out of that conversation, because we'd also had that conversation too, and because I remember feeling that way when Philando Castile got killed. I remember literally actually being afraid to drive to class that day, because this was when we stayed in North Camp and I had class and I had to drive, and I was like, what if I get pulled over and get shot for no reason? And then but then also there's just the fear of getting in your car and driving that day, but then also still having to go to class. Like I still had to go to class and pay attention and take notes, and still had chapters to read and tests to take and whatnot. And it's just, and then so now in the sense of work, right? Like with Spain giving the 2 days, I think it was Spain. All right, I'm gonna say that I feel confident about that. Giving the 2 days of period leave every month, there should be all kinds of leave for things, because we already work 50 weeks a year. You get 2 weeks off, 2 days off. And really, you really only get 1 day off because you can spend 1 day to get ready to go back to work the next day. But nonetheless, when shit like that happens, yeah, you should not just be expected to show up to work, put on a fake smile, give great customer service. Like, no, like, I deserve to be sad today. And I also think it goes back to the productivity thing, right? I think we do so many counterproductive things. Your productivity will be higher when you're well rested. Your productivity will be higher when you're not thinking about getting shot by police, or when your period's on and you feel like shit, or whatever, right? Like you got a newborn child at home and you got to come to work instead of having maternity leave because you're a man, or whatever's going on. But I say all that to say, yeah, you should be able to say, and we should have things in place that make it possible for you to go, hey, I've been traumatized today. Like, I need to be home so that I can breathe and reflect or sleep or listen to music in the dark, then cry tears or whatever it is you need. Because then I'll come back to work and be better the next day or 2 days or a week later or whatever. But yeah, again, like you just said, we're just expected to show up and work like we're not human beings, So yeah, shout out to him for being able to turn, like I said, this into art. I'm supposed to be working on this music video with him. I'm very looking forward to it. I'll probably be trying to dance while I'm trying to hold the camera, but shouldn't be dancing. Like I said, it's a beat. I like the beat. Can I get the instrumental?
Shout out to just X Brody, just in general, to skip ahead to Black on Black Sport, if you will, just because he's just been. I feel like this last year, his hustle has been like OD, which is crazy because it seems like, this is when people have been the least productive these last 2 years, pandemic and the things. X has been so just productive and proactive, right? So it's just like he's just been doing show after show. Like, if you're in the Raleigh area, you're lucky because you probably have gotten to see X. If you have not, go make that happen. Go follow him. He's always posting the flyers and the things that he's going to be a part of. But he just opened for Glorilla like 2 weeks ago. Bankroll Freddie, I think, as of recent, and now he's opening for Lil Baby July 15th. So I'm like, Darnell, you better, friend, you better. And can you hurry up and be rich? Because I want all my kind and generous friends to be rich because their souls are already beautiful. So the money will only make that even more exponential. So Darnell, could you hurry up, because my success is coming at turtle speed, so.
Yeah, but it is a tortoise that wins the race.
Oh, come on. But shout out to X Brody. Make sure y'all check him out on all the platforms, on social media, etc., etc. Make my shift. Now that we've had the longest intro of all time, Queen, do you have an icebreaker for the girlies, aka for the me?
I do, and it's actually funny just based off conversation we were already having before we started the podcast. I didn't even think about this. Okay, so via Lil Duval. Would you have
that's never good.
Would you have a baby for $100K? And the stipulation is you got to raise it too. Can't give it away. I already know the answer to this, but
I would not have a baby for $1 million K, for $1 million trillion DK. For I will not have babies here. I will not have babies there. I will not have babies anywhere. Okay,
I'm crying.
That's a no for me. First of all, the hospital bill itself is gonna be like, how much is it to have a baby in this motherfucking country? Like, isn't it like $5,000?
Whoa, 60. I thought they said 5 to like 15.
No, it's like I think like the average is $40,000.
It should definitely be free. You know why? I'm sorry, real quick. I was doing a summer program a couple of summers ago, and they talked about, I can't remember how they worded it, but basically the babies that you have will grow up to be adults that have to work. And so you're giving birth to the workforce. And so it is crazy when you think about that in those terms, that you have to pay to have a child who will grow up to by 15 or maybe later to start working. Like, I birth your workforce. I birth your proletariat. And I got to pay for it? I should be paid for having a baby.
So in 2019, Insider.com posted an article that says the average cost of having a baby vaginally And it says whether you have health insurance or not, which I don't really understand how that works. Y'all, it's crazy because we just had a long ass conversation before we started recording about insurance and the scam that it is. But the average cost is about $10,000. But of course, if you have a C-section, which, if you don't know, doctors push for C-sections. They push for quote-unquote emergency C-sections because, for one, they're faster, and for two, they make more money whenever people are having C-sections.
See, I'm out of here.
But that average cost is about $30, they said. And I remember people posting, and they do it kind of often, but women who have had babies will be, like, posting parts of their bill, and they'd be like, so when the doctor had delivered my baby, right, cleaned the baby off, what have you, took the boogers out, spanked its butt, counted its toes. They, charge for all those things. But the act of setting the baby on my chest, my skin to skin with my baby, cost me $4,000. And I was like, you charge me for my skin to touch basically my own skin because I just made that baby. That's my skin on that baby. So for me to put my skin on my skin is $4,000. What the hell is this? Which, yeah, I know there are ranges for people with and without insurance and all of the things, but yes, having a baby, for $100,000 is just, come on, that's silly, right? I mean, I think even, the math last year was like, it costs about $30,000 a year to, basically, per child that you have, basically, to provide for your children type of thing. The food, the clothes, the sports, the school, transportation, the things. $30,000 for your child alone type of thing. So no, 100 is not going to be good enough for me because that's only going to last me like 3-4 years. So on their 4th birthday, should I get rid of Johnny or... do fire departments take 4-year-old children? Because I know people dump babies there sometimes. Will they take a 4-year-old as well? No, I'm not having a baby for $100,000. No.
Yeah, when I saw it, I said, this man must not know how much it costs to raise a child over a lifetime, because that's not even enough to raise a child until they're 18. And after that,
we're going to have to get rid of them when they're 4.
Yeah, and after that, I remember seeing one time, it was like, your children depend on you until you die. And I was like, because I still was like, I literally was like, Daddy, can you send me some money? And I'm almost 30, so.
I saw a meme, if anyone wants some dark humor real quick. I saw a meme the other day that said, I wish I wish heaven had a Cash App, because I know my daddy see me struggling down here. And I was like, bruh, real rap, because I want to, excuse me, Daddy, I know you're in heaven, probably having a blast. Tell Granny I said hello. Do you mind wiring me some money from the heavens above?
No,
because I know that I'm 28, but I still need some money.
Man, what? Because again, the system is rigged. If you not doing tech and nursing and being a doctor or a lawyer, girl, who? Nobody got it. Okay, or fucking you own an event space, as they say on Instagram. Or 8 cars on Turo or 5 Airbnbs. Girl. Please, I said, Daddy, and I literally now I'm done. There will come a day. It's today. Today will come the day where I stop being shamed. Excuse me, Daddy, no shame at all. Can I have some money because it's rough out here? Gas is, you over there, so oh my god, but gas over here was almost $5. Okay, listen, It ain't my fault that I get paid what I get paid an hour. No, it is. It is my fault I get paid what I get paid an hour, and that's why I'm finna be about this bitch because y'all got me fucked up. What? So yeah, please, send me some money. Okay. Cash App is Sydney Wadsworth.
My Cash App is $. Don't forget that. Aisha Damali.
We need to start a Patreon and figure out what to put up there that will make people want to give us money. Y'all me talk from my butt.
I don't know why, because again, we talked for 2 hours before we started recording. I was gonna say nipples. But what? I won't. No.
A Patreon?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah.
You're going to post... Are you a Patreon? You're going to post your nipples on Patreon? Not OnlyFans? I don't get this girl, guys. I don't get her.
Guys, I said I was delusional, okay? Can we move on? Y'all know I'm
so you meant to say OnlyFans?
No. Patreon. You said, what are we going to put on our Patreon? I said, I don't know. My nipples? They do videos.
Yeah, but it's not OnlyFans. I don't think
I was gonna split my nipple profit with you, but you know what? Fine.
Y'all, we have been trying to talk Aisha into OnlyFans for so long, and if you find somebody that want to buy some pussy from you, just make sure you give me my cut. In the words of some more. Y'all, I love some more. That's all I want to say. I'm done with this. But yeah, we have been begging Aisha to get on OnlyFans because here's the thing: she got
How did
it.
we even get here? There was a whole episode dedicated to this already. Like
because 2 years later we're still poor, and honestly, I'm convinced that we want to be poor because we have the goods to be rich. Bitches are making $30,000 on OnlyFans. You think them bitches got shit on you? You know how much money
bitches
you can
are
make on
making
OnlyFans?
way more. Actually, the bitches, as you said, the bitches are doing actually way more than 30,000. The bitches are making great money. You're absolutely right, Sid.
And so for the last time, you could get on OnlyFans, and then like Sukiyana, you could start a business from the OnlyFans money that you make. Then you won't have to do OnlyFans no more. I mean, you only got to sell your body for a few months. Is that too much to ask? I would do it for you if I were you. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, honestly, you know what? Actually, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna sell my body on OnlyFans once I get this last few pounds. It's a wrap.
You have been saying that for forever.
I'm not waiting on.
No, I love this body. I worked for these abs. I'm wearing a 2-piece bikini, and now we're back to I still need to gain weight.
I am not waiting on you a moment longer. I'm about to hit this gym, and that's everybody's ass. And when I get all this money from OnlyFans, and y'all want to judge me and be like, "Damn, she was so smart. I don't even know why she had to do that." I will buy and sell you with the money that I make from OnlyFans.
Well, Sydney, whether it's bones or booty, if you gonna start an OnlyFans, you need to just put some of that body on there, and it don't matter what it's giving, because somebody want what you're giving.
You're right, but I want what I want, and when I get, that's okay. It won't take that long.
But you're not paying you, sis.
We have been waiting 2 years for you. We're only waiting a few months for me, so I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
You're not gonna subscribe to your own OnlyFans. You shouldn't fucking care what you look like.
Don't want to see any. I don't want to hear anything you got to say.
I'm
about
sick of
my OnlyFans, because you could have started one by now, but you want us all to be poor, obviously, because you won't sell your body for us. And you know what else these girls won't do for me? They won't sell their eggs for me, y'all. Are they really my friends? They not gonna use them anyway. Why are we poor? We have so many resources at our disposal, and we are using none of them. I am now convinced we want
I would
poverty.
like to interject that I know someone who has sold a few eggs, and it is a very taxing process on the body.
Don't you get like $5,000 per egg?
Control, how the hell you gonna tell me to be pumping my body full of hormones every fucking day through the gut?
But all I'm saying is it's $5K a pop, ain't it?
You know what, y'all, don't listen to her, because she be wanting to drug her friends anyway.
Oh my God, I'm cutting that out of the podcast. We're gonna have another episode of a blank.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I can't wait for them to be confused again. I want you, like, what the fuck is going on this show?
No, I don't want you to cut it out. I want you to beep it. So I can be like, no, you want to put some drugs in my body. So I'm like, beep, beep, beep. We going to sound like SpongeBob when they was doing the dolphin noises.
I wish I could get dolphin noises. Oh, you know what? I probably can. That's what I'm about to work on. I'm putting dolphin noises in the fight.
They're going to be like, how come this episode is 4 days late? We're going to be like, well, Sydney was editing in dolphin noises. Every time I admitted that she wanted to drug us. Drugs. Drugs.
Oh my God, I am crying. This podcast has gone to hell.
We haven't even started the show. Ow, my face hurts so bad. We haven't started the show.
Okay, we're gonna start now. Okay, guys.
Fuck y'all. I'm so sorry.
So, and look back
Drugs.
at it.
Okay, I'm done.
And look back at it, Queen. What do you have for us today?
God, I had so many things. Okay, real quick. Did you see Cardi? No, you didn't, because you haven't been online. Cardi beat somebody's ass with a microphone.
Oh my God! What? I'm gonna go look.
She was like, let me say allegedly, girl. She like to sue the girls, and this is, no diss. She was on there's a video of she's on stage. It appears that somebody either pulls her wig or her microphone, And she takes that microphone and hammers that nigga. Like, whoever it was, she hammered them into the ground like they was a nail.
Like they were a gopher on those, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she hammered them into ground like they was one of them things that holds tents up. One of them stakes. Mm-hmm. She hammered that person with a microphone, which was hilarious. Matter of fact, did you find it? Because I can send it to you.
I'm looking at it now, but I can't. Oh my God, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I saw two different angles. So one angle looked like somebody pulled her wig, and the other angle looked like somebody grabbed her microphone. So I couldn't really tell what was going on. But she literally held it like a hammer, though.
Whack-a-mole.
Yes,
playing whack-a-mole.
Like a whack-a-mole. Exactly. Hilarious. Y'all gonna stop trying these artists on their stages, okay? Because then Roddy Ricch, wearing the biggest pants I've ever seen in my life, ran up to somebody who ran on stage who was already being tackled by security and just started kicking them. I was like, you're not supposed to kick a man while they're down. Literally. He was already down being tackled by like 3 men. And he ran his little legs over there and started kicking that man with them short legs.
Oh, God. I saw that. I did see that when I was looking for stuff to talk about on the podcast. And I was, of course, upset because I was like, this that shit that the baby like to do, allegedly. Y'all like to jump niggas. And I never like that. Like, he's already on the ground. What?
Yeah, I was like, what happened? Because again, he had to scurry them big ass dicky pants all the way across the stage just to get over there. So why did he even do that?
I have no idea, but I know I was very upset.
Okay, well that was my quick first thing. Cardi playing whack-a-mole. The next thing I want to talk about real quick was, this should have been my icebreaker. Sid, would you unscrew your tooth out of your face?
Nope.
For a nigga with a big dick?
Nope. Let me tell you something. She was like, I did it for you. And of course, you already know.
No. That's not what she said. She said, I did it for you, Blue. I took my tooth out. What are you going to think now?
Let me tell you something.
You got to take me back now.
Let me tell you something. I don't do teeth things. I think y'all, if you know anything about me, you know how sensitive I am. I have been, up until this point, I'm gonna stop speaking it over myself because I'm moving into a new version of myself. But the old version of me was terrified of the dentist, like to the point where I would be shaking when I got up from getting a cavity filled or whatever, like my whole body. Watching, literally just now when you said it and I thought about what I was going to say back, my knees got weak. I do not, hell no.
She literally said, what's your excuse now? I was so weak. I was like, no. Because at first I was like, I'm going to try to ignore every single thing I've seen these crazy people post. Because I cannot. I can't watch stuff like this. It hurts my soul. Mm-hmm. And it just kept going and going. And then today she posted a picture of him, or like a video of him standing around in his underwear. And she was like, yeah, this is why I'm crazy. Look at this wiener, basically, is what she said. And I was like, I literally posted on my story, if you got I'll make you pull your tooth out type of peen, I don't want that. Mm-hmm. That's no. So the internet is calling them Blueface and Bluetooth.
Ain't she supposed to be getting a tooth? Like, didn't she? I saw a video of her saying like, I'm gonna get a tooth with his face on it.
I'm out of here. Okay, well, let's move on because these people need mental help, and we not doctors, child. So somebody's got to make the podcast anyway. Mm-hmm. Wow, my stomach is hurting. I'm so hungry. Well, what's your excuse, Blue? Queen, did you have anything for Look Back at It?
I didn't have a thing because I thought these hoes were boring me to death, but apparently I wasn't looking in the right places. I did see those things. I don't have the magic that you have to bring it up and make it funny. I just saw it and was like, out of here.
I was simply reporting what my eyes saw. I didn't try to make nothing funny.
I know.
I just called it like I seen it. That's all.
I don't want no parts of what I'm seeing. I do have a blank while black though. Were those all your Look Back at It's?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay. Am I blank while black? It's actually blank while brown today, but yeah, don't be a 14-year-old Puerto Rican boy out here with your bicycle because an off-duty police officer in Chicago might accuse you.
Pushed him down.
Yeah, I didn't see the alleged body slam in the video. I just saw him with his knee in this child's back. And so Nicole and Angel, I think, are his parents' name. I wasn't able to catch his name on the post that she posted, but she posted about it and talked about just, of course, how traumatizing it was. Her son calling her, stumbling over his words, just out of it. She like rushes to go see him to figure out what's going on, and then she sees this video.
Wait, was there a video?
Yeah, of the officer with his knee in his back.
Okay, maybe it's fuck with children on bike season, because I saw another video and I want to say it was a little black boy. And it was a man who literally just shoved him all the way to the ground and just cursed him out. And I think he walked away.
Oh yeah,
so
no, that was different. Yeah, this one, all you see is like a little brown boy. Like, so she was even saying like, yeah, because he's a brown boy with an afro, I guess. Like, this man accused him of stealing this bike when his bike was literally sitting. You can literally see my son's bike in the video sitting right next to him. He was just moving the other bike out the way. And this off-duty police officer, this happened in Chicago. Like I said, I don't see how they get to the ground. The video starts and he's already on the ground and he has his knee in his back. The reason why I brought it up though was because there are some kids, they're like older, they look older and bigger than him, but they're like, you just hear them like, bro, stop, what are you doing, stop, get off him, and they literally pull him from underneath the police officer. And I was like, come on, heroes of the day. They said, sir, you're not gonna kill this child today. They like pull him, they're like, get off him, pull him up or whatever. And I'm like, what good friends, if those were even his friends, or what good Samaritans, because don't get me wrong, I know the circumstances are different, because again, these kids they at least weren't dark skinned, so I don't know if they were white or also Puerto Rican or whatever, but I would say that they were quote unquote white passing, if you will. And so again, we know that goes into like, well, you're probably not gonna get shot because you're a white boy or whatever. But me and my mama were talking about oh my god, I got Derek Chauvin's name in my head. What is the man's name?
I was just about to bring that up, because I don't know why that man thought that would be peachy to do, because Derek Chauvin just got sentenced to 21 years in prison for his murder of George Floyd. So
yeah, like with George Floyd, my mama was saying like, you think I would let a cop have their knee in your back, on your neck, and not do anything? You think I would just stand there and record it? And I was like, yeah, like I really wish we cared more about each other as human beings. I wish that things were fair, right? Because again, if you're a black person and you tackle a cop, you're probably going to get shot, which is again why I think, and I know there were more police officers and whatnot involved, but I was just, every time I didn't even watch the video. I unfortunately had to watch it on an episode of Housewives of Atlanta. They played a clip from it and I was like, I went a whole year without seeing this, so thank you, Bravo, for not putting a trigger warning on this episode. But nonetheless, I remember thinking like, all these people standing around, why y'all didn't rush the cop? He wouldn't have had time to get to his gun, like if y'all all rushed him. So when I saw this kid and these little kids, right, like not little kids, but these boys, they obviously weren't grown men, like were bold enough to pull this child off from under him and say, nope, you ain't dying today. Not today, sir. I was like, this is beautiful. Like, I would like to be this brave myself. I would like to not stand around and record something like this happening. But yeah, so yeah, in Blank While Black or Blank While Brown, have some white kids around you that fuck with you so they can pull you off from under the knee of a grown ass man when they have their knee in the child's back of a 14-year-old small child. Like, the whole thing was just like, what? But it's an unidentified officer. I guess I don't know if they have gotten them an update on who this person was and what has happened since then, but I just saw the video and like I said, I wanted to talk about it more so because I was just so proud and inspired by the kids that was like, not today, Satan. So yeah.
Yeah, that is wow, because I saw, like I said, a different video of a different grown man and child, brown, black child, being shoved off a bike to the ground. And I want to say this kid was only like 9 or 10. So, and it just makes me think of that video or that thing from last week or a couple weeks ago, that 16-year-old who was going fast through a neighborhood and those white men threw a boulder through his fucking car and were yelling at him and harassing him and just... Wow, that is so sad. And this is, you know, where they have those pictures of these babies, of these toddlers, of these grade school kids, of these middle schoolers, high schoolers, adults, when they say, at what age does my child go from being so cute to a threat to you? Like just for being black alone. So
right.
Yeah, and Blank While Black, like you said, basically don't be a black child or a brown child on a bicycle around a fucking crazy lunatic, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Is that what you had for Blank While Black, or did you have something else?
No, I had something else, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
You know, being black, there's plenty of stories. So there are some women in Alabama who posted something on their Snapchat that got screen recorded and put on Facebook and therefore going viral. It's two women in a Walmart, And one girl is recording her friend, who is 20 years old. She's in college. She walks up to the camera and pulls her jeans up to reveal a concealed gun and says that she'll shoot a nigger in Walmart.
Oh, wonderful.
So she was arrested. I don't remember the exact vague charge that she got. But she has been given a $500 bond.
Oh, wow. You can't make this shit up. That's the crazy part, right?
Where was it? Of course not. Where was it? Texas that just, or was it? God, was it Galveston? Dallas? Was it Dallas Strong that was trending for the people being shot up in the Walmart, the mass shooting in the Walmart not very long ago? Was that a year, maybe 2? We just had all the black people being murdered in a supermarket. Black people being murdered in church. I just, a $500 bond, $500 is worth whatever the life of whatever quote unquote nigger that was in Walmart that day.
Yep.
Your life is worth at most $500. And being that there could have, been more than 1, 2, 10 black people in that Walmart, all of you collectively, not worth more than $500. Not worth any real justice to conspiracy to commit murder.
That's crazy.
So,
ain't it? Not surprising though.
No, I mean, day in the life, America. Just,
Am I right?
that was my my blank while black. Don't be black, probably not even in the vicinity of, but just literally just black anywhere that inconveniences or disturbs or perturbs any white person who, of course, as we know in this country, who is racist and has access to guns.
Yeah.
And access to just murder in general, because you're not really going to get in trouble for it. So
yeah. Yep. That's how it goes here.
Blank while black, don't be black in a Walmart. You're doing too much if you're doing that.
Absolutely. And then say what now? Don't be in gender fluid or gender open child in Leon County, which is in Florida, because we love Florida.
Say what now? What happened in Leon, Florida?
In Leon County, the Leon County School Board approved a LGBTQ inclusive school guide. And the reason why this was newsworthy is because in one of the provisions in the guide says that they will notify parents by form if a student who is open about their gender identity is in a PE class or on an overnight trip. To which, of course, the girls...
Well, I mean, yeah, you don't want your kids around a bunch of queer kids. Am I right?
You know what I mean? Not on an overnight trip and not in a PE class.
Not in
to
a
play
gym
basketball
class.
together or...
We all know that queer people cannot control their sexual advances.
Their impulses,
It's like when guys are like, oh, I don't want to hug him, he's gay. Or I don't want to be in the same room with him, he's gay. Or he can't play on my sports team, he's gay. Yeah, he's gay. He doesn't lack taste and etiquette and couth. Also, if girls don't even fucking want you, why would gays want you? They have immaculate taste. Most gay people that I know, gay men that I know, are fine as hell. Why the fuck would they want you? Oh, raggedy ass nigga. Sorry, I got on a tangent, but that's how that makes me feel. Like, okay, you think because there's gay kids in the room, you should be alarmed? That's so weird. That's so weird.
Yeah, and it was funny because and of course there were people on both sides, as Trump would say. But like from when the article was written, it made it sound like that there was overwhelming like disapproval. And I'm not sure if it was for that particular provision or for the guide in general, but they were saying like, we had to give our teachers something, and we didn't want them to, I guess, be out here in the dark and not know how to address these issues and things and whatnot. But nonetheless, I was like, it kind of just reminded me of the abortion thing, right? Like I saw something that said a poll of 80% of people are for abortion rights and things like that, and yet the Supreme Court still voted the opposite. Like, it's just like, how are you saying you're serving the people when 80% of the people are saying they want this thing? Like, nonetheless, I don't know like if they meant for the provision or the whole guide altogether, but I was just like, again, there were people saying like it puts a target on these kids' backs, it is also outing kids, but then also at the very same time, gender and sexuality are not linked together. You can have a gender expression and in your sexuality be, I guess, what you would quote unquote not expect because of how this person performs gender and whatnot. But yeah, I just was like, yeah, I and of course, again, you know, everybody thinks they're doing the right thing because like somebody was saying like, yeah, we were just trying to, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I don't see how you don't understand that this is definitely at minimum targeting a group of people. Because you're going to send out a form. Like, to me, like, I guess I relate everything to any group of people, right? Like, oh, we're going to send out forms to let y'all know if there's a black kid in the class. We're going to send out a form to let y'all know if there are any girls in the class.
I mean,
we're going to send out a form to let you know if there's any gender fluid kids in the class. I just be, in my head, I just be like, you know, we could really spend our time really focusing on being inclusive, which is what this God was called, the LGBTQ plus inclusivity guide. But we're not. Like, we're just really dedicated to making things, to othering. Like I was like, at minimum, you are definitely othering a group of kids. And I just don't understand why. And I just don't understand why we wouldn't want to use our tax resources to do other things. But yeah, that is, am I say what now? Do not have a gender fluid child in Leon County because they gonna alert all the parents in the school if they on a trip.
You said this is in Florida?
Yep.
Well, you know whose name this got all over it.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if he worked. You know, he got different branches of shit. Like, I don't think he's on the school board or whoever. You know. But you know about Ron DeSantis?
I almost want to Google what dumbass comment he made about it because you know that's literally his whole spiel.
Yeah, I think he went Instagram famous. He famous as fuck for his comments, ain't he?
Oh, of course. He's okay. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm gonna get mad. I hate his guts, bro. Oh, okay. Well, for my say what now? I saw an article, and so it made me think of last week before. Where we were wondering, now what in the hell is going on with these animals, right? We had elephants curb stomping bitches at their funeral, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a lot going on. Well, this week I read an article about, titled, from the New York Post, Woman Eaten by 20 Pet Cats After Collapsing Dead. So there was a lady who who was a cat breeder. And she had 20 giant Maine Coon pedigree cats in her home. That just already sounds like an accident waiting to happen, if you ask me. But sister girl fell down dead. Her coworker hadn't seen or heard from her in like 2 weeks, so they called the popo. They went to do a wellness check and found sister girl pretty much half eaten.
Oh my.
And there was a quote-unquote animal rescue expert who was like, well, basically there was no food, so what else was there to eat? For the kitty girlies, you know? So the cats did what needed to be done. Now, that was alarming, of course. But what really alarmed me was that... So the cats were seized, right? Mm-hmm. Someone then... has since began the process of adopting out these kittens or these cats to families.
Oh, right.
And I was like, no, because this is the case of a pit bull who was attacked and like mauled a toddler. He has tasted blood, okay? Much like Bruce from Finding Nemo, once he smelled that blood, fish were no longer friends, okay? They were food. So the fact they really adopted out these cats that have eaten a person, them cats ate a person, and you adopted it out? Oh, God. Say what the hell? Oh, no, that's, and you know what? They should not have posted this because cats are already horrifying. Like, I get it. Some people are cat lovers, but no matter, you can be a cat lover. Okay, whatever. Oh, cats are so cool and they clean themselves and it's mysterious. There's a box of shit in your house. Okay, if you own a cat, there's a box of shit somewhere in your house. So you're just a person I just don't really trust that much. I'm gonna get, cat hate mail, or what's it called? Trolled from the cat lovers of the world. But them cats have ate a person, okay? And now they've been adopted out. I'm not into it. I don't like that at all. That's my say what now. These cats are, I mean, these animals are, they've had enough of our shit. Even when we die, they've had enough of our shit.
You know, as they should, because of global warming. I'm not even mad at the animals at this point. I'll be like, do what you must. You know,
I mean, if being a hot pussy makes you eat a human's face off, then sure. Global warming for those cats made them do that. Sure, Sid. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Only you. I mean, we're just really blessed to have you. The world don't deserve you, but I'm glad you give it to them anyway. You know?
So Hot Pussy is the name of this episode. Got it. Hot Hungry Pussy. 20 of them. 20 hot hungry pussies. Okay, I'm done. Let's move on.
It reminded me of Hungry Hippo.
I
wrote that down, by the way, too, so here we go. Oh, I am so excited. Speaking of, am I right?
Yeah. Speaking of hot, hungry pussy, what sexpectation question do you have for me, Sid?
Queen, can you name all the parts of the female sex anatomy?
Oh, no. My pussy. Pussy. You know what? I would be like those men on the street when they're like, where's the clit? No, I know where my clit is.
But you know what it is. Okay, what's the full word? Let's get started there. There we go. Are you clicking things? Are you looking things up? Are you cheating?
I'm sorry. I'm 52 years old. I think I know what a clitoris is. Jesus Christ.
What is the rest? Name what else you got?
Oh, God. Labia majora and minora.
Okay.
And,
3 down.
And urethra.
Okay. I feel like you're looking it up.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And just vagina.
Okay.
Oh, and then pussy. That's all I got. Am I done? How many are there? Damn it. Is there a checklist for pussy parts?
Is there what?
Is there a pussy part checklist I should be checking off? How many did I get?
I am looking at the checklist. You got 5. So that's okay. We got labia majora, minora, urethra, clitoris, and the opening of the vagina, right? So mine's pubis. Where your mine's is?
My mons pubis, is that my pubic bone? Like that pubic, that fupa area, my fat upper pussy area?
That's like where the hair is.
Yeah,
if
okay.
You got hair. Yep,
yeah. Yeah, okay. Got my fupa, yeah.
The perineum?
The perineum, is that not my butthole?
No, there's the anus, and there's that space between the opening of the vagina and the anus. That's the perineum.
Oh, the girl gooch.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Okay, I didn't know that was still part of the vagina.
No, I was asking about your sex anatomy. Because you
okay.
also, so here's a learning lesson, guys. What Aisha just did, right? So she says that's a part of the vagina, right? But the whole thing is the vulva. We call the whole thing the vagina, but the vagina is the vagina, but then the whole thing is the vulva. So
yeah.
And then the hymen is on this list too. I don't know.
Really? Okay. Well, my pussy ain't seen one of those in a long time.
And another learning lesson, guys, that the hymen is tissue. Like anything else, it actually grows back. You don't break a hymen and it stays broken for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, that's why me and Drea's wholeness got deleted.
Precisely. But you did a good job. I'm proud of you. Do you remember when you thought you what was it, peed out of your vagina?
I think I just thought I peed on my pussy. I don't know if I really thought it was a vagina.
But you just said...
But I maybe just didn't know it was 2 separate areas. So yes. I mean, not areas, but holes.
Look at you, growth. You know, and do you know what that is? That is growth.
Thank you so much. I feel grown. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm really proud of you. You did a really good job. Next week we'll do the male anatomy.
Big fat balls.
Crying. Oh, okay. I was watching a show and they were asking some women on there about like, hey, they were like, can you name like the different parts of the reproductive anatomy, if you will, or the sex anatomy? I'm not sure if I'm using those words right, because I feel like when you say reproductive, that starts getting into ovaries and shit like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fun parts. You know what I mean? No, those parts are fun too. But.
So I think that I know my way around a puss then, because the only thing I didn't name is my girly gooch and my fupa, which if somebody was licking my fupa, I wouldn't be like, yeah, they ate my pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be like,
But I mean, they did though, right?
My lower
because
abdomenish, you know,
I
wouldn't say.
But
I'm saying I know
term?
my way around a puss because those are the parts that matter, the things that menstruate.
But that's what you just said, right?
Pee and get sucked on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying I know my way around a vag. Okay.
You know your way around a vulva.
Sid, I can help you insert a tampon. Fine, I'll do it.
What did it have to do with what I just said?
Nope, this is what you wanted. What we got on the phone? This is what you wanted? Okay.
I am crying. Okay, next week we do male anatomy. But yeah, they were asking the girls on the show if they could name the parts. And this girl was like, I could tell you a million slang terms, but I don't know all the parts. And then the girl was like, yeah, we actually use the word vagina to refer to like the whole thing, but actually that's the vulva. The vulva is the whole thing. And then you got all the parts of the vulva. And the vagina is, one part of the vulva or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, we should do this because it is kind of crazy to me. Then there's different generations of people too, but just how little we know about these things. Not to say you can't use it just because you don't know what the things are called, obviously, but it's just wanted to have a little anatomy fun today on the pod.
You know what we should do? You know how people don't do things so rappers say it's cool, right?
Nobody, you better not rap it.
Like PD Pablo was like, I am not drunk enough to be out here eating pussy. You know what I'm saying? But then Lil Wayne was like, I absolutely eat pussy, and not only such, but I am the pussy monster. Got a whole song called Pussy Monster, and you got to feed me pussy. Pussy, 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 pussy. I was like 14 singing that. Okay. So what we should do, we should be like, Lil Wayne. Excuse me, Mr. Wayne, could you make a song that says you've got to feed me vulva, and labia, and then niggas will know anatomy of vaginas and pussies and vulvas. Oh my god. I'm gonna write Lil Wayne. I'm gonna DM him.
You're gonna write a letter?
I'm going to DM Lil Wayne and I'm going to say, excuse me, can you make a more elaborate Pussy Monster song? But please teach the people out here that would like to eat vaginas and pussies all of the terminology, please.
Thank you for your work, Aisha. Thank you for your contribution to the culture.
I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm doing it.
Shitting in the street.
What a good movie. My God. Oh, you're really doing it, aren't you? Oh, God. You're really doing it, aren't you? I hope everyone that listens to the show watches movies and shows, because if not, they have been lost for the whole time if they have not. My goodness.
Oh, my God. It's the fact I was able to pull off 2 movie references in one episode. I'm really living my best life.
And a TV show.
What
2 TV shows.
What were the TV shows?
I Like the Beat.
Oh, yeah. I Like the Beat.
And I believe you gave me an Emperor's New Groove a minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I gave you a Finding Nemo.
Did I give you the Emperor's New Groove on the episode, or was that in the long-ass phone conversation we had before we got on the episode?
No, I think that was on the episode.
Okay. Well, all right, then. Come on. We 5 for 5 right now. I know that's right.
Take shots if you heard it.
I
know somebody is like, what the fuck are they even, like, they probably rewinded it, like, did I miss something? Like, let me rewind 10 seconds. You know how you just be listening to a podcast, you gotta hit that back 30 real quick because you done missed something that was obviously important. Mm-hmm. Somebody is back 30 in our asses and like, no, I didn't miss anything. I don't have a clue what they're talking about.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Am I
right? You know what? I have been seeing a lot of random countries and states on there. I've seen them.
I know that's right. Did you have a Sexpectations for us?
I did, but I'm gonna save it. Just because Puss Anatomy has been a good time.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Can't wait to do male anatomy next week because girls don't know what a frenulum is. I love Porno Password because I have waited my entire life to use frenulum as a fucking password word.
Remember when we were doing like, the porn game thing, that whatever the hint was, I was like, oh, that's the thing under your tongue. You know what I'm talking about?
Talking about porno password?
No, we were playing a game. It was me, you, Kalia, and Kira, I think. Maybe Indy too. And we were playing the game where we had to give a word to the other team.
Yeah, that's porno password.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I was like, oh yeah, the frenulum is the thing I get pierced sometimes. It's under my tongue. And y'all were like, something you get pierced? You got a dick, Aisha? And I was like, whoa, what? No, I don't have a dick.
You pulled a Medea. She said Medea got a prostate.
Well, y'all must have thought I had a peen. But I don't.
It actually,
yeah,
it's called a frenulum. I think it's interesting that both of those things are the same name. Like, you guys just got lazy, huh? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I was like, how is that sexual? I was like, I guess if you stuck a dick under your tongue like a thermometer, maybe, then that could be sexual? Yeah, I didn't know how what my mouth had to do with our sex organ. But yes, we were talking about peen.
Mm-hmm.
The back of the peen, or the front of the peen? Back of the peen?
It's underneath.
The underbelly head?
Mm-hmm. Well, not the head, but the underbelly, yep.
Yeah, the underbelly.
Real sensitive.
Underbelly intersection.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I did there? Somebody is over here Googling. Somebody is listening like, what in the fuck are they? Oh God.
What's wrong with you, man?
Wait, can you access a frenulum if somebody is not circumcised? Well, yeah, right?
Yeah, because the frenulum it like runs down the shaft of the penis. It's not just that what you're talking about underneath the head. There's a name for that too.
Mm.
And I see you're gonna fail male anatomy next week. Okay, all right. Well, let's get it going, guys.
Well, who needs to know about that? All they need is a fucking wet sock.
Ew.
They don't need people to know about them.
Gross person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to mental health check-in because I think we need to. Am I right?
I just chuckled so hard I snotted. I'm so sorry.
We wouldn't have known that if you hadn't told us that.
I thought it was in the mic. I'm so sorry for even saying that I was sorry and telling y'all why I was sorry. I'm sorry.
We got to get it done so you can go to sleep, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, do you have a mental...
I'm so tired. Hey, but this is better than when I be tired and I drink wine. Because that has gone bad on the show before. That's gone bad.
Have you, do you have a mental health check-in for us?
Well, you just said fuck the rest of the show? Because we have other things to do, Sid.
Oh, black on black support. Yes, we do. I have nothing, which is probably why I try to skirt right on past that. Actually, black people, I love y'all. Shout out to all. I was about to
say, damn, Sid, could you support the blacks? Jesus.
Shout out to all black people for just being black and existing and living and surviving this nightmare that we call a shithole country. And yeah, you guys are amazing. I love you down. I just want to shout out Angela Bassett and Whoopi Goldberg and Queen Latifah and Aisha and all of my favorite black actresses.
Better be up there.
Because y'all have brought Regina King, Regina Hall. Y'all just brought me so much joy in my lifetime. I'll get to it in a mental health check-in. I was like, it's so funny when you're taking a break from TV, but you can still play a whole movie in your mind. Like, and still be cracking up, like, as if you're watching it. So just shout out to black women. Shout out to the black LGBTQ plus IA. That's not how you say that. IA plus community. And shout out to black children, and good morning to everyone except black men and Angela Valdez. And yes. I'm just kidding. Shout out to black men. Just shout out to black people who are just...
No, for real, fuck Angela Valdez. Am I black on black support? It's fuck Angela.
And Tariq St. Patrick. Shout out to all black people except Tariq St. Patrick. Shout out to even Ghost over Tariq St. Patrick. That's how much people keep trying to get me to watch Power, and I'd be like, no, I'm not watching any
really
show.
Over here like, shout out to Ben Carson, but fuck Tariq.
Literally, I hate Tariq St. Patrick with my whole heart and soul. And every time people try to be like, no, I think you'll like it, I'd be like, I don't think y'all understand how much I hate, how much I abhor Tariq St. Patrick.
Damn, abhor. That's a big one.
When Tommy was gonna drop him off that building, I was cheering like it was a fucking football game. I was like, please drop this nigga on his head from 14 stories high. I want him to die. Matter of fact, don't kill him so Ghost can strangle him with his bare hands and we can watch the light leave his eyes. That is how much I hate Tariq St. Patrick. So for the last time, guys, stop trying to get me to watch Power. I hate him with my whole heart and my soul, and I will hate him even after I am dead. I will hate him forever. So shout out to everybody that's black except Tariq St. Patrick.
Okay. Our black on black support got real dark. I'm so sorry for that. Because Tariq, although you are a fictional character, you're a black fictional character, and I'm so sorry she did that to you.
So shout out not the real guy, just the fictional character, just so we're clear.
Michael Rainey, you're fine. You're doing a phenomenal job. You're doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
But
and you know what's crazy? I did this because Sydney, I could have just been like, oh, that's fine, you don't support black people, and just moved on. I could have just said who I support as a black, but no, I had to involve Sid. So this is my fault. My bad,
Kenya.
y'all.
You
my bad.
This.
Look at me provoking. I'm a Kenya Moore. I get just Kenya Moore the situation. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so yes, and black on black support. That is my black on black support. Queen, what is your real and actual black on black support?
All right, since I know the order and operations of this here show. Okay.
I mean, it is yours. I'm just a squirrel trying to get in it.
I was trying to see how long I could make you soak up the silence.
Oh, God. What a quotable show. I cannot wait to make content for this week.
Oh, comedic timing. I know that's right.
It's yours. Oh my God. Seriously, the world does not deserve you, but dear God, y'all don't. Let's make that clear. For the rest of my life, I want to make sure y'all know when Aisha becomes a star, y'all don't deserve her. But wow, what an icon. Up there with like,
I'm gonna charge everyone extra who's late to the party. I'm like, oh yeah, you didn't know how fabulous I was?
It's like Missy Elliott, Aisha, like who else? Like it'd be like God made this person. Brandy.
Because the way Brandy drug her brother for sounding a hot goddamn mess on that verse.
Honestly, that should have been my black on black support because that bitch said, I know you deleted my comment, I'm gonna say it again.
She said, not only am I gonna say it again, and you bet not delete it, I told you just to drink some tea, nigga. Like,
and I was up at 4 a.m. over a hot stove. She said I was over a hot stove slaving away to make this tea for you, and Daddy told me you didn't drink it. That's why you sounded like shit. How dare you destroy our family name with your bullshit.
Literally embarrassing me. Like I'm not fucking Brandy out this motherfucker.
Fucking the fucking vocal Bible.
Like I'm not the vocal Bible Brandy, bitch. The fuck out of here, Ray. What's his full name? Is it Raymond or Rayshawn? What is his name?
I think his name is Raymond. Now that you say, I'm actually not sure. I think it's Raymond. I'm about to look it up though.
Yeah, Ray, short for something out here in Bears. Is it Raymond Jeremy? What's the J for?
Jeremy Ray. Oh, his name is William Ray Norwood Jr.
William Ray. Oh, so the Ray J is like Ray Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Look at us.
We were really wrong.
Astute bitches, okay?
Not the J stand for Junior. Ray Jr.
Ray J, because Junior just too long, even though you just could call him Junior. But it's fine. No,
it's Ray J
it's fine.
R. Ray J R. Get it? Junior J R. Ray J R. I'm just coming up with new names here. Okay, we're done.
I see what we did here. Okay, my quick black on black support is going out to Sandra Douglas Morgan, who is the first black female team president in NFL history
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Las Vegas Raiders. And what a beautiful woman she is. But apparently a very astute lady, okay, has been in charge of a lot of things on a lot of boards and very very smart and high places, if you will. But I was like, how fucking cool is that? How cool is that? I don't know how many blacks there are. I do know of one black president, but I don't know how many blacks there were in general and then how many women there were in general. So I kind of got in a rabbit hole of it, but they kind of group a lot of things together. So it's kind of hard to say for sure. But shout out to Sandra Douglas Morgan, first black female team president ever in NFL history for the Las Vegas Raiders. So now I gotta, go see a Raiders game. I'm gonna have to scurry on over to Vegas to see that because there's a black woman somewhere involved somewhere, and I'd love to see it.
I think I might go to Vegas for my birthday. So
come on, Vegas. So Sid, you are a hard lady to keep up with because you'll be like, I'm not going to the same place twice, and then you'll be like, I'm going.
You can't, I mean, I really don't. That's it's like I be having morals, but then sometimes rules are made to be broken. Am I right?
Am I right?
I got to do Vegas my way. I don't know anywhere else you can go drifting in a car. In a car? Like, you get to, they have this drifting thing where you can ride passenger seat and there'll be a professional driver and you're going 100 miles, which I've done that before on the highway, but you go 100 miles and then be drifting and shit.
Sid, what car were you pushing 100 miles an hour?
My Honda. I'm having to blow the engine in there.
Jesus, Sydney. I know you was not pushing the Honda like that.
I wasn't paying attention to my speed at the time.
Trying to change a tire down fucking hill for that Honda, and you mean to tell me you were making her go 100 miles an hour?
You talking about the first time you changed the tire or the second time?
The second time. We was in your neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, but that was long before that tire blew out, though. That's probably, you know what? Them probably was the same tires, because, golly, those tires were shot.
That was probably like, excuse me, if you knew, I just have gone 100 miles an hour, so yeah, I quit. I fucking quit her car.
No, seriously, they quit for real and tried to eject themselves. They didn't try to eject itself. It was like, bitch, I commit suicide today. Like that tire, woo, child. It was so funny. I kept being like, no, I'm gonna get tires and I get my refund check. I'm gonna get tires. And then the day I got my refund check, my tire exploded. Imploded.
Yeah, you know what? God was like, you know what? She said that, but I know how she is and how that money will disappear. So let me go ahead and bust her shit right now.
Okay. Listen. And I'm glad, because sometimes you need to be humbled. I do. It's in me as an I. Mm-hmm. So, yes. Anywho, was that all your black on black support, Queen?
Also, just want to say, Usher, thank you for being so fucking fine. Thank you for taking care of your fine-ass face for so long and your body and your vocal cords. Your tiny desk was amazing. Thank you for blessing my ears with that. Shout out to Eric Bellinger, who also sounded amazing, and Vito as well. But back to Usher. Love you down. I decided I'm going to go on a solo trip to go see my baby Usher because I've missed it for far too long. I have not been on a solo trip in a while. So I, too, will be marching my hiney over to Vegas to go see my man.
You know when?
Sometime in October. So I'm going to work an event in... I have a lot to do, kind of. I have an event in North Carolina that I'm working. And then when I get back, then I have my family reunion. And then I wanted to go see my man, Usher. So I was like, I need some time to recoup my dollars. Mm-hmm. So I'll be spending probably the month of September getting all my ducats together. Because I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go and have a little, I don't know, get a nice hotel or something. And just kind of explore for 2-3 days. But most importantly, go see my man. So, yeah. Yes. Shout out to Usher. My black on black support wants to have my black on your black, if you know what I'm saying, Usher.
I love that for you. I love a solo trip. I love a queen being like, fuck this, I'm finna try to stumble out my 20s regardless of what you hoes want to drain me of my youth. Fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. I love this
the
for
last
you.
solo trip I took was like 2019 when I came to LA by myself for 30 days. And so I shan't be able to afford to stay in Vegas for 30 days. But I think I can really hustle and make it happen for like 3 days just to do something nice for myself and to go see Usher. Because I've been wanting to see him literally since the second Confessions dropped. But since the second they announced his residency, I was like, I have to go see him. And then, of course, he's putting out all these cool-ass videos skating. And now he's got a song with the City Grass. And he had the album with Zaytoven with that song Peace Sign that made me want to turn into a peace sign for that ass. I just love me some Usher, baby. So I have to go see him before his residency is over, which this part of the residency is already an encore. So I'm like, I just have to go because eventually it's going to be over and I'm going to be devastated.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. There's some things that only happen once in a lifetime, and you got to go for them when you can. So I love that for you. So excited. Can't wait to see the things.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. So, yeah, that's the end of my Black on Black support. Just real quick, want to tell y'all, Book of the Month. I'm almost done with I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. So,
how's that going?
Oh, it's great. I think I only have
That's lit.
maybe 3 or 4 chapters left, but it's been really good. And, I just love learning about people's lives and their upbringings, especially when they have similarities and things that they've gone through that I can relate to or have heard of or whatever. I like to hear the in-depth of things. That's such a good book. I know it's like a classic that a lot of people read it in school and things like that, but I've never had to read that or what have you. So my aunt sent it to me for my birthday, and I'm loving it. So let us know what y'all are reading. Feel free to DM us on @livingroom44_40. Let us know what you're reading.
I know that's right. All right. And in that case, I will save my book of the month for next week just to save us a little time. Okay. Moving on to mental health check-in. Mine would be like powering down. I spent the last few days in like no and low stimulation. So like the first 2 days I didn't watch any TV, listen to any music, take any phone calls, get on Instagram. It's very peaceful. Got a lot of reading done, spent a lot of time outside, went to the park, went to trails. And then I like started like watching a little bit of TV like when I would eat and stuff, but still like no or very low amounts of Instagram, still not taking no phone calls. Just want to take time to reflect, time to read, time to myself to do some breath work and whatnot. Really been into breath work lately, and it's just been really dope. Like I just feel really happy. I feel really peaceful. I feel like I have been able to like I guess grow faster than I normally would because I didn't have anything else going on. Also, kind of going into my affirmations is that you might have time. You just using it. That's all. Cause like I saw a meme on Instagram that was like I'll wash clothes on Tuesday, fold clothes next Tuesday, and I was like. I just made a joke to myself one day, or maybe I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, if you ain't got time to fold your clothes, you're doing something wrong. Like, you should just have time to fold clothes and wash dishes and just do shit that's just, wash your car, all that kind of stuff. And I realized when I wasn't watching TV, like, I washed clothes and folded them immediately, and it was done. Like, I was like, oh, there's time I was just watching TV, or there's time I was just on Instagram. Like, so yeah, like it's just been really nice to realize how much time you actually do have at your disposal. Of course, if you're not out here working 18 jobs.
Yeah, your phone will definitely humble you when it gives you your screen time report, because there's just no reason you should have. Oh, you're down this week by 30 minutes. Last week you were on the phone for 16 hours, and this week you're on there for 15 hours and 30 minutes. Like, oh, you're doing so great. It's like, no, you're not.
And when you're not watching TV, like there would be mornings where I would wake up or afternoons when I would get off work and I would be like, yo, I'm going to the park. Like, what point is there for me sitting in the house, like to do nothing when I could be outside listening to the leaves blowing the wind and doing breath work or like doing like meditating or journaling or reading or whatever. And you just like realize that you really do have time for these things, because I had already been saying like I need to spend more time outside, because I'll get to work and be like, damn, I really wish I could go outside. Or I will take breaks and go outside and I'd be like, why don't I do this when I'm home? And it's like, oh, because you are watching TV or you on Instagram. But if you don't have those things, you just will spend time doing the things that you say you didn't have time for or want to be doing, or how you actually want to spend your time. So yeah, it's just been really nice. And so say that to say my mental health check-in is just how much better you might feel with low or no stimulation, whether you do it for a whole week like I did, or if you do it for a couple days. Like I said, I did 2 full days of like nothing, because I've been wanting to do a silent retreat. I just haven't gotten around to it, so hopefully I'll be able to do that next March when I really won't have no stimulation. And then yeah, so going into my affirmation is that you may have time. You just got to turn that TV off and get off that phone. So Queen, what do you have for us for mental health check-in?
My mental health check-in is I have started the practice of answering honestly about my feelings. So I think a lot of people, well, just people being friendly or conversational or maybe even being genuine. But how you doing? I don't bother saying good anymore. I just don't, because I'm not. So I literally would just be like, I'm surviving, or I'm here another day. And it's not to be a negative or bring a cloud around the whatever, but I'm just like, maybe part of the reason I have, or I'm having trouble healing and getting through a certain part of my life, it's just like, maybe it's because I keep being dishonest about it. I keep lying about it. And it's not in an affirming way. It's just lying to be more convenient to everybody else. Or,
for sure,
you know, because I don't want a pity party kind of thing. And I was like, no, I'm going to start being honest. So, and I appreciate my circle, because typically whenever I do answer honestly, or just if I don't, you know, respond with good or whatever, if I just like, you know what, I'm alive and that's all I got for today, or I ate breakfast and that's probably the high and the low of my day, like that's all I got, you know, I appreciate that. Several of my friends or family that I've responded to in that way have been like, well, I appreciate you being honest with me. And I've found that it's more people around me are being more honest too. Like,
oh yeah,
I'll ask people how you doing, and they'll answer me. They'll be like, you know what, not good, or I'm having a rough day. I also, I'm like, thank you for being honest with me. That's such an honest answer. Thank you for that. Because it's like, I genuinely appreciate it, because it's just like with social media, right? And thinking that your life is supposed to be perfect, it's supposed to be all together, you should be rich, you should have already taken 4 vacations to Tulum by now because everyone else has. You should have all these clothes and money and disposal because everyone else clearly does, because that's what social media makes you think. And same thing, like, oh, how are you? Oh, I'm good, just because that's what you think you're supposed to say. And it's like, yeah, I'm not saying what people think I should say anymore. I'm just gonna say what's honest, because I can't, for one, help heal myself, and I also can't expect my friends or family to know what I'm going through, or know that I'm going through anything, right? Like, people will be like, oh, I didn't know anything was going on, like, I just saw her and she was laughing. It's like, yeah, okay, well, she was laughing, but she honestly was probably doing that for your benefit, you know? Like, she was probably just doing that to make everyone around her happy, because that's who she was. And I'm kind of referring to this video I saw that has been going viral. I kind of wanted to share it, but then I also felt like it could be invasive. That it's like a viral video of this woman dancing on TikTok, and the caption is like, this is 12 hours before she killed herself. And she just looks so happy, like dancing, laughing, having a good time with friends, and then killed herself like the very next day. So, like I said, a lot of times that show, that performance, maybe even be genuine, but it's genuine for the benefit of others and not necessarily for yourself. So my mental health tip, advice, whatever you want to call it for you guys this week, is just start answering honestly. If you're good, say good, fine, you know. Maybe even be able to expound on it. I'm good because I had a great morning. I had a great breakfast. There was no traffic on the way to work, whatever that reasoning is. And if you're not, say that too.
Oh yeah, I feel like people in the pandemic, at least from what I've noticed, have been being more honest. Like, you go out and somebody be ringing you up, like, how you doing? And be like, I'm ready to go home. And I was like, I know that's right. I'm living because this is honest. Like, sometimes you're just not in the mood, and then if you are, that's great. But if you're not, like, I just don't think you should have to lie either. Especially depending on what you believe in. Like, lying is a sin, right? So why would you lie about how you feel? And possibly put your soul in jeopardy if that's what you believe in. I don't know how that works. So you have to let me know. But nonetheless, yes, I totally stand being honest. Like you said, I think it's a Southern thing. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm good. No, I'm not. Yeah, I will in a heartbeat be like,
and then you ask again, because we talked about this too on the show. Like, oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Okay, well, how you doing? Like, we talked about how we've throughout the years even said it twice to each other. Whether that's just to reaffirm what we heard, or be like, okay, you're good, you know, as your shell's good, great. How are you internally, or how are you emotionally, spiritually, whatever you got going on, physically, great. You're good overall, but how else are you, you know? Like, we've done that for sure, but in this way, I just mean even just being honest from the jump. Fuck all the sugarcoat. Fuck the quote-unquote etiquette, polite, manners, whatever. Just answer honestly. Because then somebody can help you, or you can help yourself. But either way, it's going to have to start with that honesty and that looking in the mirror like, yep, I'm not good. I'm not good.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that it's like I said, like you said, I think it could definitely help people for sure. Because even if it's just, that means that people can maybe be there more for you in a way that they weren't before, because they just heard you say you were good, so they didn't think you needed anything. Or just maybe the freedom of being honest, right? They say being honest will set you free. So totally makes sense to me. Like I said, I stay in it. Been doing it for a while. Queen, welcome.
Yeah.
We welcome you.
I'll let y'all know how this science experiment goes.
That's right. Did you have a affirmation for us?
Yes, real quick. I just saw an interview right before we got on the phone. I was going to say on the show. That's not true because we were on the phone for 2 hours before the show.
Mm-hmm.
But before the show, I had just seen like an interview, and it was just a clip of the interview, so I don't know what the whole thing was. And here we're going to focus on the message, not necessarily the messenger.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Kim Kardashian?
No.
Oh.
No. It is Jim Jones, actually.
Okay.
But he said, when you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Because your consistency is going to take you back to your motivation. Like, you'll kind of like go in a loop. Kind of like how we get on these quote-unquote fitness journeys, right? Like, you go really hard for a long time, and you fall off. Really hard for a long time, and you fall off. But it's like, if you stayed consistent, you kept going, maybe even when your mood is like, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. If you keep going, your mood will probably circle on back to that I do want to be there. And you've already done all that work. You already have all that under the iceberg because you stayed consistent and you kept going and you kept pushing even when you didn't necessarily feel motivated to go anymore. And so when that feeling of motivation loop back around, you're already that many more months, right, towards your goal, closer to your goal.
Oh, that's right.
So I thought that was a really good piece of advice. Is just staying consistent even when you don't feel motivated to do so. You know, maybe have that over. I like to make small and smart goals, you know, that we've learned.
Yep,
but if you have that idea of, okay, but eventually I want this. So even if my SMART goals change up or switch around a little bit, I'm going to stay consistent to that overall goal. Because no matter what, I'm going to get closer to it. And if I actually get there one day and be like, oh yeah, this isn't even what I really gave a fuck for, at least you know, because you won't know unless you actually get there.
Absolutely. I know that's right. Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here with us.
Okay.
Y'all, thank you for being here with us through our shenanigans. It's been a good time. I had a great time. Hope you had a great time.
If you made it this far in the show, send our Instagram an eggplant emoji.
You know what? You're the greatest of all time.
I know it.
So thank y'all for being here with us. We love and appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, rate this podcast, tell a friend about the podcast, interact with us on Instagram, like our Instagram story posts, like our Instagram posts, comment on our posts, talk to us, you know what I'm saying? Tell us what you think, give us your feedback.
Like our beat.
You know what I'm saying? And we, again, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all are all well. Hope y'all making it through. I hope you're thriving. I hope you're more than making it through. You know what I'm saying? But in that case, I have been Sid the Great, Queen. Let the girls know, you know, who you are and where they can go and all the things.
To hell! But until then, I suggest the 4 seasons. But I have been Aisha Damali. That's movie number 4, I think, right? We getting up there. Okay. My name is Aisha Damali. Thank y'all so much for being here with me and my best friend at 4440. And we appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and vibe right back on out to Make My Shift by our brother X Brody. And we'll see y'all in 2 Tuesdays. Bye, y'all.
Aisha starred in a movie. Sydney directed the film. You see, those are my friends. A couple black women I know. Brianna had a dream like that. Now they got a name on the road. Now I'm not the same on the road. When I'm trying to maintain on the road. When I try to switch lanes on the road. And the bottle on the back keeps hitting my seat. Cause there's so much damn pain on the road. Ain't even supposed to drink on the road. But I'm sitting here thinking the most. When I should be here thanking the Lord. But the pain in my soul makes me want to turn around and fight the one that fucking pains me the most. What's might not make my shit. White man just got. White man get no shits. So why give a fuck about his? White man fuck your kids. Might just dump your kids. Ain't have to end like this. I guess it is what it is. You know I had to pop my shit. I ain't have a pop like his. Now the kids pop my disc. Didn't wanna drop my shit. Man, I went pop like shit. Then I went to pop like shit. Doing this shit is no biggie. I guess it is what it is.